Alright.
Oh, God.
He come and pop come with you.
No water.
I use some cream people take it and that's down in throat.
Hi guys, welcome to another sit down talk with me and mom. So today we're going to be talking, obviously we always talk about serious topics, but this one is a little bit more in-depth obviously. And as usual, if you have your opinions and you know your own say or anything like that, you can comment down below. Let us know in a respectful way, obviously. Give us your opinions, your thoughts on the topic that we have talked about, if you have been in the same situation or not, as usual. So mom gave us our topic for today, and she's going to be speaking. It's more of like in her perspective and also in my perspective. So she's going to start us out with the topic for today.
So I want to say, first of all, welcome and thanks to the new people. Thank you all for watching our videos. Remember to make sure you're liking our videos. Stay subscribed. If you have unsubscribed, remember to resubscribe. Those who are still subscribed, stay subscribed. And if you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Remember to watch our ads, share out our videos. Most of all, leave us a comment below. Now today, I want to touch a little bit on being a person my age. Everybody know my age, but let us say 60 and over. Being a woman 60 and over, having adult children. I only have 2. Yes, after a separation. So a 60 and over woman after separation with adult kids, having multiple assets. That's what we want to talk about a little. We want to get into a little like, how would your adult kid feel? Oh, my pity them would have feel if you say, what for whatever the reason. Remember, we're doing it, what's the word called? It doesn't actually happen for people.
We're doing hypothetically. This hasn't happened in
real life.
But if this has happened to you, then you can speak on it.
And if this has happened, if you're in the position now, you can speak. There are so many things to consider. If you're a person that has multiple assets, and some, you don't know the asset, then business, this, that, the other, Tara, and you have had a past relationship, you have adult kids with that person that you had them with, you and them not together, the people them not have them, you and them father not together again as them parents. But you as the woman, they are on their own, they're adults, you and them still have a good relationship, and you take onto yourself a new partner. I want to say to my daughter, I'm asking her the first question. What are your thoughts on that? How protective would you be of me? Or would you not care? Because remember, male, I know Gerardo would care. He would not probably go for it. You are a female. I think you would deal with it better. And then too, which one of the relationships would be prioritized? Or should I say should?
Not should,
but
every relationship is prioritized.
Yes, no. Which one would you would have to prioritize? Either you or the person in my life.
Oh, which one you would prioritize?
Which one I would prioritize?
But that's your question.
Yeah.
That's your question.
For
which one
me,
you would prioritize?
if I was in this situation, I honestly wouldn't have to be thinking like here and there. I would have to put the relationship with you and your brother that we have. I would have to put that before that person they will come. Honestly, because I just know them. You are, both of you are of me. You understand? And that can never change.
Yeah.
That person can come and they can go.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember that they came after a time. But you and your brother, that cannot change. So I have to prioritize my picking their relationship with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, let us look at it for say, okay, that's how businesses and this and that. What would be your thought for see me now take this man, come in, have him in and a hands and glove him know about my business, him and get in at the family business, know about the money, know this, that. What would be your thoughts? What would be running through your head?
Well, first things first, obviously, I'm not going to judge your relationship, or if you wanting to get a relationship or whatnot. I do understand that first off, the separation was for a reason. I would understand that, maybe something happened between you and dad that you can no longer deal with anymore, and you feel as if you're not being treated right. And it's not that you're going out there and looking for anything else, but let's say, someone finds you and you're being treated.
Finds me. Okay.
Yes. And because you don't go out there look for nobody. You find someone or someone finds you.
No, suppose like, you don't live with me. But I've been there, me alone, living like,
yeah,
just
exactly.
living my single life. And
yes, so that's what I'm saying.
And one day, just when you look, you see, you come, me tell her, I didn't even tell you to. You just come and you see an ex, and see them for the first time, that means that they are your partner. But as you come, each time you come along, you would see that person. How curious would you be? Would you want to know, Mom, who is that?
First things first, I would have liked to know that you were talking with someone in the stage of like when you were talking to them around that. I would have appreciated that instead of just coming and sitting.
Oh, you'd appreciate me saying something to you.
Yes. I don't need the full details. I would just appreciate, you coming to say to me, hey, I'm talking to someone new. This is who they are. This is what they're doing. Such and such, Like, for instance, if I have someone and I come to tell you that this is why, it's respect.
That's true.
Yes, it's respect. I wouldn't want to just come in one day and boom, see somebody on the sit down, see somebody on the seat, and I wonder, who this right here, so. I wouldn't want that, because then now I would be put in a situation where it's awkward because I don't know how to react to this person, and I don't want to be rude or mean. I just don't know how I would react to it, because I would be in a situation where it's like, this is the first time I'm seeing you or hearing of this situation. I don't know how to react, but I'm going to try my best to understand. And even in that situation, I'm gonna have to pull you one side and say, so how comes you never tell me nothing? Right? So it's just that first part of it is just respect, to just come in and see somebody like that. Would have to pull you one side and say, okay, this person, another person here, right? How long have you been speaking with them, such and such? And then now I get to understand as to why you decide, if you want another relationship, who is the person, what they are doing, are they treating you okay, are they treating you fine, are you happy with them? From there, me knowing the person, I would like to know the person, that the partner that my parent is with, because it's very important to know if they're treating her right, if she is happy in the relationship, the things that she was lacking in her previous relationship, is she getting it here? Are they a good person? Do they match her values? Do they match who she has been looking for from before, and all of that stuff? It's very important to know that, because her happiness is the first thing in this whole situation. Her happiness is important. I also want to make sure that you have boundaries set with this person when it comes towards your assets, your family life. There are boundaries that need to be set. When it comes towards your family life, you need to make them know that their father obviously is still in their life. But I'm not asking you to come and take over that life, right? You are the partner, and as my children will respect you as my partner as such. And that is where that's where the buck kind of stops, right?
So you just said you definitely show respect. How close would you want to get to them?
It's not too close, because at the end of the day, I still have my parent, and I'm still going to be respectful to the person. But it's just that I would like to be close enough to know that if I see something out of place, or I see something that's not really adding up, I come back and say it to you. Not closer as like, me itch and pan them, like as close as a relationship that we have, but close enough that if I'm seeing something out of sorts, or I'm seeing something that's not really going right, I can come back to you and say, hey, I've been realizing such and such, and this is not the person who they were a couple months ago, but I've been realizing such and such recently.
Question.
So I want to be close enough to kind of understand their personality, their character, so I can tell if it's the same type of thing you're getting.
Okay. How would you react to them giving orders? So you are in like, they live with me, and like giving orders, just overall coming, when you see them coming, they're taking, no, we're not, if you come to say, oh, we're going to do this today, no, we're not going to do this today, or what then?
But first of all, nobody now give me an order. I'm not living at it. I don't live in it.
But it's your mother's house.
But it's but it is my mother's house. If I come in and I see that, not that obviously the man shouldn't take charge, or make the decisions or whatnot. But if I come in and see that you're trying to overthrow you, if he's trying to overthrow you, it is a different situation, because I'm wondering, what is happening. You're not the person to sit down and make nobody overthrow
Oh
you.
no, you know that on my thing.
You're not the person to sit down and make
But
nobody
people
overthrow
differ,
you.
you know. Yeah, sometimes some people find themselves, you know. You never know me as nobody where make nobody come bully me or overthrow me.
Exactly.
But sometimes
if I see
people
someone,
more than people.
If I see someone trying to bully and overthrow you, then obviously I would step in and I would say something. Obviously,
would you
to
ask
the person
them to go?
To the person. But I ask them to go
if it gets to a point.
If it gets to a very serious point, like I see that you're actually being hurt
annoyed
or
and I cannot really deal with it on my own.
Yeah, exactly. If it comes to a point where I see you are being hurt emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever be the case, then I am going to ask them to leave.
Okay.
I am going to ask them.
Bomb question. Suppose it's a way younger person than your dad.
Well, if it's a way younger person than, well, honestly, at this point, you're generally not. Some big people act like children, and some younger people act like grown, mature people. They have their lives set and they know what they are doing. It's not about the age, in my opinion, because I am not.
Let's
one.
say, suppose it was you see that it's somebody your brother's age. That's what I mean.
I would be very wary of it, because I would be very, very wary of it. I'm saying that I would, judge you or anything, but I would be very wary of it for your benefit, knowing that not that me and Judd are really in the same age group, but kind of
but you have an idea,
but having an idea of how younger people can behave and do certain things. Worse if you say, oh, you have your assets and things like that. I would be very, very wary, and I would like to know what they are doing, how truthful. Like, what I mean by what they are doing. What's their job? What's their occupation?
Okay. So,
and I'd like to know how real is it? How true is it? Because I need to see some kind of, what would I say it? Some kind of profile on them.
No, I'm just saying.
Understand.
I would like to know how you react when you find something. I'm saying, okay, Robin, so this is my boyfriend, this is my new partner. Would you be just get and say, Mom, look here, I'm not gonna deal with this?
No, I'm not gonna do that, because that's disrespectful. I'm not going to get up and just be. If you come and introduce and say to me, this is my new partner, such and such, we've been talking for
but
so
you
long.
still would have things in the back of your brain.
I still would be wary.
Why?
Exactly. So when they leave, or let's say for instance they leave and we are left back, I would talk to you obviously as a daughter and wonder, are you sure this is right for you? How long have you been talking to this person? How secure do you feel? What have you been telling them? Have you set boundaries? Have you told them, that such and such is in their life already? I don't need anybody playing a new part for them. Just be, respectful to them, understand who they are, yada, yada, yada. I just want you to make sure that you are setting boundaries and you know what you're getting yourself into. I'm not going to dismiss you like, oh, I don't want to hear about it, I don't care about it. No.
What about me moving them into the family home?
Into the family.
If how you grew up in and stuff, and your brother grew up in with me and your father, and we're separated, and you see when you look, you see me move them in. Remember your family.
So
anytime you feel like you want to come, you come with your family, and you come over sometime and we have a nice family time and so on. How would you feel? Because actually now at some point that person is gonna be a part of the family.
First of all, moving them into the family home, I would firstly have to know, didn't they have a house before? Didn't they live somewhere? And if it's the case that they live somewhere and they're perfectly fine in their home, why are they moving to our
No,
home?
I know why, but I want to move them in.
Why would you want to move them in?
I am just asking. Maybe for some reason, as we get older, we do things different. Why? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you want to move them? That's the thing I would
not
ask
do it.
you.
Remember, I tell the people.
No, it's hypothetical. But I'm saying I would have to ask you in a hypothetical way. Why would you want to move them in? What's the reason for moving them in?
Companionship.
So you can't have companionship.
I'm just asking, or maybe.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Your answers are giving me more questions.
Oh, so the more I ask you, I say things that doesn't make sense to you.
That's not rational, basically.
You're gonna be having more questions.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then, how protective would you be? More protective of me, or would you be more protective of the assets that I have?
I'd be more protective of you. Assets are just materialistic things and they're just vanity. They're not going to stay on this earth and they're not going anywhere with you when you pass away. So I would be more protective of you as an individual. Assets cannot be hurt. Assets can also, when they go away, they can come back, and they are not the important thing at the end of the day. You are the important thing. You are the person, the feeling the emotions and the feelings and going through all of these things. And I am way more protective of you than I am protective of any kind of money or whatever be the case.
Okay. Okay, I had another question. Have you got any question for me? If I should be acting that way?
The only thing as I said, I would be very wary of is what have you told them? Like about the family, like you know, sometimes some people when they tell people about their family, like they might tell a whole different story than what actually happened.
Yeah, because you know, I want to ask you that because I know, you know, some children from them see them parents get, you know, up in age, take a younger person, they become really mad. Because I'm watching this series now, and it is based off something like that. The mother, she didn't tell them anything,
and that's what I'm saying. If you don't tell me anything, I am going to feel away. Yes.
And the son, so it's 2 boys and a girl, and the eldest son is very mad. He wants to have none of it. But the girl, on the other hand, she actually don't care because she's on her own, as her own stuff.
It's not that I wouldn't care. I still would care, obviously. But it's just the fact of if you had not said anything to me, and me come at your house, and we're like, oh, you know, we're visiting. Let's say we're having our weekly visits or whatever like that, and I come to visit, and you know, we come to talk and whatever. And me come in and see somebody will perch up in your couch. I would be taking a step back and wonder, who is this? Who is this person? I've never met them before in my life. I was over here, let's say about 2 weeks ago, and I didn't see this person here. Now I'm here today. Who is this person? Why are they in your couch? Why are they watching your TV?
Oh, and suppose I am the mom that says, okay, I'm a grown woman, Kobe, I do what I please. I do what I want.
You do what you please.
But you just pack up and leave? Like, I'm not coming, okay, mom, it's okay, I'm leaving or something.
I'm not going to leave you, because even though you said yes, you're a grown woman and I can make my own decisions, such and what and whatnot. I'm not judging you because you're a grown woman and you can't make your own decisions. I'm wondering who this person is and why didn't you say anything to me?
Okay.
Because if we have such a close relationship as mother and daughter, I would expect some kind of, not even some kind, I would expect the least you can say to me is, hey, I'm talking to this new person. This and this is their name, that's their age, whatever, and so be the case. And then from there, you give me time to adjust so I can understand who this person is. And then I can meet them.
What if I think that as I grow older, I feel lonely? I know you have your own lives to live, but at the end of it, I feel like, as I said to you, I feel like I'm feeling lonely. I'm not pay me no mind no more, and all of them. So, because you know these things happen.
Yeah.
Kids don't pay their parents mind anymore. They know their parents have all these assets, but at the end of it, they are just waiting for, you know, that time when they are to come and get the assets and come get.
Well,
everything.
that just shows that number one, your parent them never really have no relationship with you at the start.
Oh, okay.
Because if kids are just waiting around, alright, whenever fear day come, we just take what me want to forget. No. Even when you move out of your parents' place, even when you're on your own and living your own life, yes, you may not be able to talk to them every day. That's understandable. That's normal. But, you know, I think what you should build is at least some kind of system. Or not really a system, but just kind of some kind of way to still keep connected. So you can say, even though you're moving out, you know, you can call me once a week, let me know. Let's meet
but
up, let's meet up here
kids,
once a week. You know, you don't have
we
to
have
tell
family
us.
values, so
Exactly.
you know that okay, every other Sunday we're gonna meet for dinner.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You set up a system, because sometimes as you as an older person and me as a young, obviously going through life and stuff like that, things can flip over our head.
Yeah.
Things can just fly over our head and we don't know.
You're
so that's what I'm saying. It's good to still have some kind of connection. Or just like build that kind of system where it's just like, hey, every Saturday we're going to here and here for lunch. That's when we meet up. That's when we meet up. We talk what happened in our week, what's going on in life, what's new, yada yada yada. If it's going to be you and your two of us, or it's just going to be you and me, or you and Drada have it another time, whichever one be the case,
And
really up to you.
What I'm saying, I base this discussion off to, as I told you, I'm watching this series show. So I told you, she just met this guy, that's business, and she has 3 children. And when the biggest one came out, he was really furious. He's still furious. I'm still in the
You're still in the process of watching
the series. And so he was really furious. The smaller one that lives there, the smallest one lives there. He is obviously disgruntled because he comes in and he sees this guy in the house.
Yeah,
and he says to his mom, I don't care what you do with your life, but please do not bring your boyfriend in here.
And what basically is that the family home or something like
that? A family home that they grew up in.
So that's
and it's also they have huge business running.
So that's why
what do you think about that? Mom, I don't care what you do with your personal life, but do not bring your boyfriend in here because I still live here.
Okay, and that's I feel like that is
what do you think about I
think that's perfectly fine. It is a family home. That's fine. I think it's fine. It's
so
a family home.
The mother is saying no, that here I am okay, I do what I want, this place is mine.
Yes,
it was handed down to me from my father.
Yes,
or by my father.
But let's still get this into play. If it is the family home,
because it annoys him actually to come in.
They said he's still living there.
Yeah, so the smallest one still lives there.
So if he's still living there, or even if your children, whether small, big, old, young, they're still living there, I don't think it is the best thing to just move somebody new inside
into the family.
It's a sacred space already. It is already your space that you have with your family. And if your family is already so comfortable in that space, they feel free inside of there, and somebody new just comes in and boom, shove themselves in, it's going to feel uncomfortable. They're going to have this awkward feeling of not wanting to be there anymore.
Oh, that's true.
Right? So obviously when you come in and you just see somebody randomly, I think that's perfectly fine to say, I don't really, not that I don't care what you do with your individual life.
He's a male. Remember, boys react differently.
Exactly. It's not of care, but it's like, what you do in your personal life isn't my business like that. Honestly, that's understandable. But what I do, I wouldn't have. What I don't want.
So you're saying when your parents reach a certain age, even you're saying that when they reach a certain age, what they do in their personal life for you, do you really care?
Unless I don't care.
Do you care for me? Even if you see me making stupid decisions?
I care for the decisions that you make. But what?
Not stupid. Maybe
I wouldn't say stupid decisions.
Look stupid to some people.
Some people, exactly. I'm not going to say it's stupid decisions or whatever be the case. But not that I don't care about your decisions that you make. But it's at the end of the day, it's your decisions. It's your personal life. You were here before me, and the only thing I can offer you is advice. Just like if I'm in my relationship, it's not that you don't care for my relationship. It's just that you are not going to intervene and push yourself into it, because all that you can offer me as my mom is just advice and understanding. If I come to you, hey, this is what is such and such, and you give me you're not gonna shove yourself in and push up yourself and tell the boyfriend this and tell the boyfriend that and cuss them off and blah 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 and make a scene. No. And it's the same thing for me. I'm not going to shove myself in that predicament of where you're in. If I do feel that this person is trying to come and overthrow everything, then that is a different situation. We will have to speak on that. And if you are not in agreement or whatever be the case, then them have to go come up, because at the end of the day, it is the family space, not his space.
So in other words, you're going to stand up for your family space.
Yes, then. I believe so, in standing up for your family space.
Okay.
Like I have.
So there you have it, fam. This is what we have for you today. I'm trying to get over different topics as we go along. Actually, I have some other ones. They're gonna be a little ticklish. Maybe we're gonna touch upon some little con or some little something and so, and they're gonna be maybe making people feel uncomfortable. They're gonna react, but remember to react with principle. Remember to act respectfully. Because as people, we do, these things happen, they happen from time to time, and we want to touch on some of them. People literally want to share, because actually this topic that I don't know much we did good, if we did good on this one.
I feel we didn't, because remember, there's a lot of aspects to this. You're going based off of the show that you watch, so that's fine.
Yeah. Not really. No,
because
I was thinking about it, but because since I've been watching the show, I had this topic, but since I've been watching the show, it has become more like just open up out there to in front of me, you know. So I'm saying there no.
The part of it that you really wanted for me to understand, or for me to give you a response to, was basically just somebody coming in all of a sudden randomly, when I know about the person, just coming at the family home like that. Obviously, you was being an older person, you just take up somebody carrying at the home like that and nobody don't know. Yes, and I think we answered that with the
yes.
with the
So
intent
hope
of
we
what you
did shed
wanted.
some light on that. People might have different perspective of that. Right as we speak, people are going through that.
Yeah.
You know, and remember, we have to understand that as mothers, when we reach at that age, we becomes so. We're always the one right there that is, and in a situation like this, are we always under pressure? The mothers, that's how I see it.
Woman always under
As
pressure.
a grown, like a 66-year
As a grown woman,
in a situation like
you're
this,
always under pressure.
because I'm looking at the show and I see where she is under pressure. I think she's making a few. She has made a relatively little kind of or come up mistake, but at the end of it, I see her standing her own. She's not, as you say, set boundaries and something.
Yes.
She is setting her boundaries, because I was afraid at one point that she's gonna lose it to set boundaries because it is a younger guy. I really see that she
Young,
is
old, no
even
matter the
though
age,
her
set
emotions
boundaries.
are high, it seems to me that her I don't know, maybe she's saying I've already had my kids, I still have life, I still have feeling.
Yes,
I want to
and-
go
and
with
that is-
somebody
that
younger.
is-
That wouldn't be for me though, to
That's-
go with somebody younger.
that's very
But to each of us
important.
our own,
To
and
each
we
of
are
us
not
our own.
disrespecting
That's very-
anyone
I
that
think
want to
that's
go
very
with somebody
important.
younger. But what I say, I like how I didn't like one thing that she did, but the one thing that she did was like how fast she moved that person in.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
was
saying.
very- but-
When moving somebody in, it still takes
So
time.
now,
even
other
when you're,
people-
even when you're younger, it still takes time to move someone
Yeah,
in.
so other families now, because they are close knitted family, other family members are talking. Other family members are getting, sussing to and from, taking news to and from, and everybody's trying to reach her to her. What are you
'cause
doing?
I
This,
mix
that,
up
and the
then,
other. And then no, you're not taking accountability for nothing. This guy's gonna take everything and this and that. I am saying no. I like how she's standing her ground. She is not wimping. She knows what she's doing. So actually, I'm saying that there are women out there my age taking on a partner. Yes, actually, somebody can be. Cause look here, at me think taking on a younger partner now, and I take two of them I same thing.
Two of them are the same.
Two of them are the
Let's say-
same thing. I'm
let's say,
60
for
years
example,
old, and
you
I'm
take on
seeing
somebody
some of
30.
these 60-year-old men. They're acting worse than a
Worse.
30-year-old
And then
man.
let's say, for instance, me a
Not
younger
saying
one.
that the 30 is good for but a lot of
No.
people want to say that a lot of 60
But it's about the person's maturity
them are say,
and
okay,
their personality,
lad, for fair
their
age, a
character.
60-year-old man. I don't care, a fair man that him a 60 okay.
Exactly, a
But
fair
you know,
man
say
that.
from him sister one 30-year-old man, it's
So
all
let's
look one way.
say then let's say for in my instance, I'm 21 and me take up someone, let's say maybe 35 or so.
Yeah, that's
or-
gonna be for another.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying,
yeah.
but I'm saying what I'm saying is that no matter the age, it's not about the
You can't
person's
me say
age.
no take one 40-year-old man. Me I go question him.
Yeah, exactly. You would have questions.
I can tell you what to do, you know.
Exactly.
But as you already said, but I'm gonna question and say, oh my God, Kobe,
Why would you take up someone at that age?
At that age, yes, I would.
Exactly.
So I'm saying
I'm
that
not expecting of her questions.
Yeah,
You
she's
would have
handling it.
questions.
So far, she's handling herself pretty good. She's getting.
The important thing is to be able to stand up for yourself as
yes,
well.
yes. I don't know how it will
You
go.
have your advice of your children
Because
and
he
stuff
seemed
like
to be
that,
very
but still
violent
stand
underneath
up
the quiet,
or-
slightly.
or the
Yeah,
person.
yes, but that side still you can
And that's
see.
why I must say. That's why I must say. Not that I want to be close to the
saying,
person.
would you be probing them? Because like actually one of the child, the biggest son, is probing him all find for find. You know, Google and them sitting them and try to find.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
He's online probing him.
Oh yeah, I would be the one to probe the person for sure.
Yeah,
I would have to find. That's why I said I would not that I want to be close to them, but I want to be at some kind of length with them, so I can kind of know if they're acting out of character from who they say that they are. Whereas if I look you up online, I may see something. I may see something different.
And at one point, somebody did. They're coming up with things that he's lying. easeline and all of that. And like a close friend come and say to her, why are you doing this to yourself? And she was very truthful. As we get all our emotions and yeah, you know, all those other things happen to us. She said she and him catch up and she asked him to go. No, they didn't catch up. Based on information that people are sending to her via phone, videos and something, she asked him to go. But she was saying to the person, oh my God, I know that he may not be the best person for me, but I miss him.
You see, that's our next thing. You know that the person is not good for you, but you miss them. That is a whole different topic. Anyway.
And then, because that was after I think she was on our game. But you see, Cobb, at this point, how weak can we be as women? Is our weakness there from when we were young, or since we get older, the weakness there? I could left it this and then we pick it up.
Has it always been there?
Yeah, because would you say that was weakness? For saying that you realize...
Yeah, but even in your weakness, you can become strong. Because a lot of times,
yeah, I thought she was
in your weakest times, there are things that are opened up to your eyes that you have never seen before when you are being strong and you're trying to do everything yourself. But in that time when you don't have anybody
I remember,
else and you're
but as
there,
a younger guy, him not have no kids, him not have them something, them not have no picnic. If you say yeah, go get some stepchildren, as you know. So I guess I don't know because he's so free, she think it's okay for her. I don't know.
Well, as I said, it all depends on what was her decision when she decided to accept him into her life.
Okay, so as you say, I got some valid points from you. Yes, and I know as a female, I would get the more sensible points from you. From Gerardo, he would never want to discuss. If I should do that,
want to discuss it.
Most sons, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about it because they are seeing it from their point. So, oh, mom, no, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. So I respect what you say. I'm just saying that I would never be that mother, though.
No, I know you wouldn't. But
just,
even if it's the case that it happened, I'm not someone quick to judge anybody for anything like that. People make decisions in them life where sometimes it may be wrong to others, but sometimes instead of someone coming up and judging you and telling you no, that and this is not it and this is not that and da da da. Sometimes some of us will just appreciate someone coming up to us and trying to find out why we did it, what's the reason, what's the understanding behind it. That's
okay,
really
final word to a 60-year-old mother or any 60-year-old mother that is out there, have ex-relationship, getting a new partner, having their kids grown, grandkids and something, into something like this at this point, multiple assets up there, everything, no male want to have a partner. What would you say to them, the last word? Are having this partner, and what did you say to them?
If you have a partner like this, or
if you're in this position,
people are going to judge. That's number one.
Yes, that's true.
You have to understand that people are going to judge. It's uncanny and it's not the norm. But what is very important is that you stand in your right, you set boundaries for yourself and the person, and you also try to let people understand you have a reason for what you did. And as long as your reason is good, and as long as the person that you are with, you trust them wholeheartedly and they trust you, and you can easily let people understand who the person is, stand up for them, stand up for yourself. You don't let people walk over you. Just because they don't agree with you, it doesn't mean that they're supposed to walk over you.
Okay,
so just stand up for yourself.
Do what makes you happy.
And do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you happy.
Exactly.
Thanks for watching.